An
efficient companion rescue can only be carried out with the right equipment: avalanche transceiver, shovel, probe. But shoveling and digging are especially important. And that can obviously only be done with the right tool. That means you need both a good shovel and the right technique. And the technique must be practiced, as there are around 600 kilos of snow to move for a burial at a depth of 1 meter. You'll need around 10 minutes. These 10 minutes also mean that shoveling is actually the most strenuous and time-consuming part of the entire burial victim search.
The probe should be left in place when you get a hit. This is very important because, firstly, you can immediately read the burial depth if you have a probe with these colored markings or even centimeter markings. And secondly, these colored markings on the probe are very important later when you're getting closer to the burial victim for preventing you injuring them through frantic shoveling. So you know that there is now only one segment left, just 40 centimeters more. I now need to work with a bit more feeling, a bit more carefully.
When digging, it's important to give it all you've got, so you can really dig for all you're worth, especially when you're at the surface level. When you get closer to the tip of the probe or the burial victim, you should shovel a little more carefully.
Shoveling directly where the probe is, digging a kind of well shaft, would be disadvantageous. First, you would be moving directly on top of the burial victim and could, when you get closer, block their breathing hole. And secondly, you won't know which body part you'll get to first. You would be far better advised to shovel from the side, so that once you have made first contact and you know where you need to go to reach the head, you can quickly free the head to ensure the victim has a supply of oxygen as quickly as possible. You don't start shoveling directly where the probe is placed. Instead, you move 1 to 1.5 times the burial depth downhill. This is the point where you first break ground, where you start shoveling, ideally organized so that 2 people are at the front working toward the probe and other helpers are at the back clearing away snow to create a wide ramp to the burial victim.
If you are alone, you dig directly from the appropriate distance from below to the probe tip. If several people are involved in the shoveling, good coordination is paramount. This means you have to talk to each other and dig together, not every man for himself. If there are 2 of you shoveling, you position yourselves to the right and left below the probe and dig toward the probe tip. If there are 3 of you shoveling, you position yourselves to the right and left of the probe with the 3rd person positioned behind. Here, it makes sense to convert the shovel to its clearing function because this is the most efficient way to shovel snow behind you. If there are 4 of you, 2 should be positioned in front and 2 behind. This allows you to keep up a good digging pace over a longer period. It is also important to switch roles if the burial is deep. This means that the biggest digging burden is on the 2 at the front. They will get tired more quickly. And so you can switch roles to keep up a good digging pace. When switching positions, the shovel should be left stuck in place because you don't want to have to convert every shovel again. This means that the shovels set to clearing function stay at the back. The normal shovels stay at the front. The aim of digging is, of course, to free the burial victim, and above all, to get to the head quickly. This means that as soon as you have reached the body, you should immediately continue digging toward the head in order to get oxygen to the brain.
The number 1 priority is clearing out the victim's airway so that breathing is possible. Only then should first aid be carried out. If the person is lying in a good position in the shoveled hole, they'll be better protected against wind and cold. This is perfect for keeping them warm with a bed of backpacks, bivy bag, and items of clothing. You should also give them psychological support and wait together for the professional rescue service.
The shovel is one of the most important pieces of emergency equipment. A good shovel has specific features. One is a telescopic shaft. This gives you the leverage to efficiently move a lot of snow. The other is a correspondingly large, stable shovel blade with a good cutting edge. This makes it easy for you to penetrate the snow and move a lot of mass. A rubberized handle or a non-slip shaft helps to ensure you don't lose your grip in the snow, in the wet, and when wearing gloves. An essential point is also the clearing function, because for some techniques, especially when you're positioned at the back, this helps improve your digging performance. When searching for burial victims or when rescuing a companion, digging or shoveling takes on vital importance. It takes the most time, it's the most strenuous, and for that reason, it's essential that you practice it frequently. Only if you frequently practice with your shovel will you be able to deliver the performance required in an emergency and guarantee the survival of your companion.